circles with your arms, letting your hands wrap the lower torso, the lower part of your body. Just let them wrap around the waistline, stimulating this part for the organs inside, the kidneys on the back, and your digestive area, the bowels and spleen and liver. Just wrapping with your hands vigorously, just like this. Okay, we're going to go up now towards the head, and we are just going to use the fingertips. We're going up to the top of our heads, stimulating the brain from this side. This is also the exercise that I was proposing for the lymphatic system, but basically each time you land with your fingertips on the top, on the crown of your head, you're creating gentle vibration that goes to the brain. And we are going to the front head, and from here to the temples, back to our crown area, just where we started, and going back towards the neck, down, down, down as much as you can, coming up again towards the crown. All right, going back to the forehead, to your temples. And notice now when you're at the temples, you descend a little bit just next to the ear. Okay, notice the area. Is there any painful area that you notice when you tap?
No.
Okay, going up towards the temples and behind your ears, down towards the thyroid, towards the base of your neck, and then you reach the thymus, going down, 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 down towards the pelvic bone, and release, and release. We are going to breathe in and release down, detaching your heels, releasing down, breathing in, releasing, breathing in, releasing, and again, simply releasing the air down. If you can detach your heels as your hands are going down, that's perfect. If you can do just as if you would want to jump. Okay, notice how your legs are creating the tension, especially in the area above, in the upper legs. Your arms are simply floating down, breathing in again, and releasing down. Okay, we're going to move the head. We're going to create this nice circle around the head, touching the ear on the other side, breathing in and simply laying this head slightly to one side, just a little bit, and release without pain. Just don't go too far, and then taking the other hand, touching the ear and coming to the side, just a little bit, releasing, breathing in, doing the same, letting your head just stretch a little bit this part of the neck, releasing once more, and release. That's it. We are going to create 3 circles with our head, but you can keep your hands on the hips, simply like this, or laying them in front of the lower belly, however you feel like. I'm going to keep them in front and breathing in, going back. Notice that you have to go very slowly so that you're not pressing on the cervical area too much. It has to be very gentle. So you can create small circles, 3 to 5, to one direction, and then go into the other direction, releasing the air down to the earth, breathing in each time you let your head go backwards. Breathing in, releasing forward. Once more, that's it. Coming to the center, we're going to press with the hand, looking at your hand. Try to push the opposite shoulder back, and you're still looking at the hand, releasing down. Just releasing. Notice if there is any pain in your wrists, pressing there. Notice the shoulder goes back. You're looking there and release. Just notice the pressure that you're creating in the area of the wrist and fingers. Notice the shoulder that's staying behind, goes backwards and release. Once more, pressing there. Shoulder goes back and release. Okay, we're going to create 3 circles with these shoulders just like this, horizontally, okay? Letting your arms be completely relaxed. We are locking our hips, so we are really moving the upper part of the torso, that's all, okay? Going a few circles, 3 to 5 to one direction. And then when you are leaning forward, simply exchange to go to the opposite direction. Notice that your legs are completely still, really well connected with the floor. Coming back to the center. Okay, we're going to create circles with our hips, going gently, slowly. Notice that your head stays completely still. You're moving your hips, your legs are helping. Moving to one direction. Notice if there is any painful area in the hip joints or in your knees, in your ankles. Notice your toes. Okay, going to the opposite direction when you're ready. Moving slowly and gently, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, coming back to the center now. We are going to breathe in and grow up with our hands. We are bringing our hands towards the sky and letting the heels detach. You're growing, 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 and then release just in front of the body. Coming back, bending your knees slightly, breathing in, growing, 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 and releasing. Just let your heels follow the body up towards the sky, breathing in, growing, and releasing down. Let's do this a few more times. Breathing in, growing. You can look up and down. Breathing in and growing, 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 growing. Look at your hands and come down. Let's do this 2 more times. Breathing in slowly, gently, growing, 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 and releasing down. And we are going to turn, let's just shake the tree just for a little while. Notice that each time you shake the tree, you're also creating the situation in the body that stimulates the strength of your bones. Okay, so you're shaking the tree, releasing what needs to go out. Your toes are the most charged with the weight of your body, so that you can gently bounce with your heels going up and down without any pressure coming down towards the floor. It has to be really, really gentle. No strength on your heels, okay? Heels are just coming down, bouncing up and down and up again, okay? So this is the right way to shake the tree. But when you do this, you notice that the area of your calves become a little bit tense, okay? And that's a good thing, because you are creating a stronger, more toned muscle around there. And you're breathing in again, releasing your hands down, breathing in, releasing down. Okay, we are going to knock on our hips, and from the hips we are going towards our kidneys. We are also going to knock with empty fists on the kidneys, and from the kidneys down, let's knock all over our hands, our legs too. And you can keep your empty fists knocking like this, or simply open your hands and go tapping, okay? Going from your kidneys down towards the back of your knees, towards your heels, over your toes, coming up over your knees, up to your hips again. We are going to do this twice. Once you have reached, again, you will be going to the kidneys, tapping, tapping, or knocking, knocking. Okay, we are back on the kidneys and going down, 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 down. Bending your knees, coming to your heels, over to your toes, your knees, and up to your hips. And once more, going down, 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 down. Just bringing up the energy in your legs, going over, up to your hips again. From this part of the body, we are simply going to go to the sides, legs going the outer sides of the legs towards the ankles, over your toes, inner ankles going up, inner knees coming up. Okay. Come to the hips again. Let's do this 2 more times. Going down, 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 bending your knees, and inner legs coming up. Once more. You're ready, we are coming back to the hips. Before we go into the balance exercises, let's just wake up a little bit of the movement underneath the armpits and on the other side. Right. And now opening our hands to the sides. Our hands are looking towards the sky. Our heels are close to one another. The toes are looking away from the body. And we're going to breathe in, looking one way, coming up, rising up, and coming down. And again, breathing in, looking towards the other side, the other hand, rising, letting your heels come up and release. Breathing in, looking towards left or right, rising, releasing. And again, breathing in, releasing down. Breathing in, releasing down. Breathing in and releasing. Just a few more times. Breathing in and releasing down. Just notice that the tailbone is tucked in, releasing down. Breathing in and releasing. Let's do this 2 more times. Okay, we're going to squeeze our shoulders up, simply letting your hands look at the invisible wall behind. We are squeezing our shoulders up. And release. Squeezing, looking to the left or right. Releasing. Breathing in, squeezing, releasing. Squeezing, releasing. That's all. 2 more times. We're going to press with our hands now towards the horizon, just going like this, growing, growing, growing like this towards the horizon, creating a nice line with your arms. We're going to push one shoulder forward and then the other, and one forward and the other. Just going with a nice movement, slowly forward and the other. And notice how you're turning your torso just with this movement of the shoulders, going forward, going backwards, forward, and now the other one. Just go with your own pace. Notice your breath. Notice the tailbone is tucked in. Notice your knees are slightly, slightly bent. Okay. Coming back to the center, releasing down. And let's shake our hands. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Now we are going to invite one hand shaking. It's going up towards the sky. Just one. The other one goes down. It stays down. Now both of them are shaking. One goes up, both of them are shaking, but one goes up. Okay, coming down. Now both of them are still shaking. One goes up, inviting the knee of the same side of the body to follow. Okay, so you elevate the leg while both hands are shaking. One goes up and one knee goes up. Let's do this 2 more times. Shaking both hands, one goes up, inviting the knee of the same side of the body to follow up and release down. Shaking your hands again, bringing the knee of the same side of the body up, releasing down. Okay, let's just breathe in, breathe out. We are going to do the same on the other side of our body, shaking one hand, only one hand shaking, going up, 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 up. Bringing it down, 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 down. Okay, shaking both hands. One goes up, both hands are shaking, and it travels down. Now the same hand goes up, inviting the knee of the same side of the body up. Both hands are shaking, and when you're ready, coming down. Breathing in, both hands are shaking, inviting the knee up. Bringing it down, both hands are shaking. We do this again. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do this again. Breathing in and breathing out. Now both hands are shaking. This hand, the opposite hand is going up. Both hands are shaking and the opposite knee is following. Okay, we're going down. Let's do it. Breathing in. Both hands are shaking. The opposite knee is following towards the sky. And again, the opposite knee coming up and down. Let's do this 2 more times. Breathing in and breathing out. Doing the same on the other side. Both hands are shaking. The opposite knee is following the hand and down. Both hands are shaking. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more times. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, we're going to breathe in, breathe out, bringing these 2 hands to the front like this, just when we were pressing both, before we were doing one and the other. Now we are bringing both hands a little bit further forward, and it's only on the joint area that you notice how the shoulder joints are following. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And now notice when you do this movement, your hands are going further, your shoulder joints are following. Notice that one heel is detaching from the floor. The other heel is detaching from the floor. So you're basically moving one heel while your hands are advancing forward, while your shoulder joints are advancing. One heel is detaching from the floor. Just one leg and then the other. Coming back, just going with your own pace. Notice how you're moving the shoulder joints as you're moving the heel up. One heel up and down, up and down. Notice the abdominal area of your torso. Just notice the muscles there helping you elevate the heel. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, we're now coming down to shake our hands just a little bit. Shake your arms, shake your torso. We're coming back now, the same position with your hands forward. Breathing in and back. Breathing in, releasing. Breathing in, releasing. Now with this breath in, when you push forward, you let both of your heels detach. You're rising up and coming back. Breathing in, releasing. Breathing in, releasing. Breathing in, releasing. 2 more times. Coming back. Let's do this 2 more times. I think you can, I can. We're coming back now. Releasing our shoulders, relaxing our shoulders. Simply shaking, shaking, shaking. Great. How are your shoulders right now? Okay?
Yeah, I have one shoulder that's difficult. It always has a bit of arthritis, so I don't have the same mobility, but it's okay.
It wasn't too hard to stay like this?
Well, it's an effort, but I was able to do it.
Okay, okay.
Sometimes it goes down a little bit, yeah.
Good. Now, wherever you have the desk or the chair, just grab it because we'll need it, okay? Let me just move this camera a little bit further down. So we are going to let all the weight on one leg, and we are going to simply let one leg go from the front to the back, front to the back. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice first, before we start, we are breathing in. Notice the spine that's completely straight. The tailbone is tucked in, okay? And the leg that will carry all the weight is slightly bent. So you notice that there is a little bit of tension that you are creating. So we are going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and simply let this hip joint get more fluid into the area. We are simply bringing more movement. We're bringing the fluids into the hip joint, going forward and back. You don't have to have your leg completely straight, the one that's bouncing from the front to the back. Just move it slowly and gently. Notice how much the hip joint can do. Don't press. If there is pain, don't advance. Just make the movement shorter. Your intention is what counts here. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do this 2 more times. Okay. And coming back to the center. Shaking your legs. Just shake your legs one by one to notice the muscles just flapping around, relaxing. That's the good way. Now, if you want to change direction, we are going to go with the next leg. So with whatever leg you were using before, now you take the other one to be bouncing from the front to the back, slowly and gently. Let it sway. Notice that you keep your spine rather calm, straight, vertical. You're simply doing this movement with the leg. Where there is tension in the leg that's carrying all the weight, it's good because you're with this tension, and then later on with the release of this tension, you're bringing more movement, more energy, more blood flow into the area. Breathing in and breathing out. Just notice your breath. Going with your own pace. Don't go too far, too fast. Simply letting your leg go from the front to the back. Notice that your coccyx stays turned towards the floor, towards the earth. So you're really not changing the position of your spine, but you are creating a nice, gentle movement like a wave, bringing it up all the way to the brain. Coming back, shaking your legs, shaking your arms. Okay, we are coming back to our legs now. We're going to go to the knees, simply bending the knees and sliding down towards your knees. Breathing in. And what we are going to do here, we're going to press against one knee to be able to turn the torso, okay? So that you can look up. Notice that the torso is nicely positioned, there is no pain. And then you simply turn this one arm against the knee. You're having all the torso supported by your arms, your knees. You look up and release the air. Breathing in, looking up, releasing. Breathing in, looking up, releasing. Let's do this a few more times. Breathing in. We're doing a nice twist, just gently. No pressure on your lower part of the back, the lumbar area. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And we are going to breathe in now and simply come up, letting the spine unroll itself towards the vertical position, releasing the air. The chin is the last one to come to the center. Okay, so we are coming back now to our hips, touching the table or the chair, and we are going to let the leg go from left to the right, just like a pendulum. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit, not sure. Okay, yeah, going there to the other side and there to the other side. What you can do, you can step in the middle and then come back and do the same. Breathing in and coming back. Breathing in, coming back. Breathing in. Notice that the leg that's carrying all the weight is always slightly bent. Okay. Notice also that your feet, the foot that's connected with the floor is completely anchored. It's really well positioned, and you keep your spine in a nice position, straight, vertical. The tailbone is tucked in. So when you notice that the tailbone is tucked in, you also notice that the knee is slightly bent. It brings a nice support to the whole spine this way, and you get more of the control over your movement. Okay, I can keep my hand like this. If just you choose your own way. Maybe you want to keep your hand next to your leg, or you want to stretch it a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. Just 2 more times. Okay. Coming back to the center. And now shaking your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your legs. Just shake everything separately. We're coming to the shaking the tree position. And from here, we're going to elevate the heels, creating a nice movement as if we would be jogging, okay? Jogging, just elevating heels up and down. Notice which each time you elevate your heel, your hips are following. So you're creating a really nice movement. Also, the relaxation of your shoulders is helping. The shoulders are also going up and down with this movement. This is similar to the shaking the tree movement. We are creating a bone density and we are releasing stress from the body. We are releasing tension from the muscles. Okay, and relaxing every cell of the body this way. All right, we're going to come down, releasing down, breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to put this camera up, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to create this movement upwards, simply opening, breathing in, opening to the sides, breathing in and opening. And now imagine that you're having this jar of, how to say, the honey jar in front of you, and you're pulling the honey up with your fingertips, just pulling it up, 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 up. Imagine the color, and then you're spreading it all around you. And you're pulling this sticky, heavy honey up and creating this nice bubble around you. So this is the Wei Qi, the protective energy that you're strengthening. This is part of the immune system movement. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And again. Notice how your spine gets straight and then you curl it a little bit as you look down towards the earth. That's the both extremities. Your face is looking down and the tailbone is turned towards the earth as well. So that's where you notice that the spinal cord is moving in a nice, into a nice position, the curved position, releasing, and then opening up, straightening again, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. All right, we're going to bring these two hands, interlocking them. We're bringing them up towards the sky, and now letting our head, as the hands are staying up, letting our head just tilt itself a little bit more towards the back. We're looking at our hands and releasing down to the sides. And let's do this 2 more times, interlocking our fingers, going up towards the sky, looking at our hands, letting the head press a little bit towards back and release down. Let's do this once more. Breathing in, coming up, looking at our hands. Let your head just find the right position to stay, just face up and releasing down. Okay, so we were doing this pressure here just to create a little bit more of the flow between the brain and the rest of the body. Now we are going to step with one leg forward, just like this, to create a nice movement, shifting our weight between one leg and the other, and let your arms float forward and back, breathing in, breathing out. Let them just go naturally as if they wouldn't belong to you. You breathe in, you breathe out, and notice how your spine is accommodating this movement. You're breathing in, you're breathing out. Letting your arms float forward and then back, alone, without your intention. They just go, and let them be. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice how you turn, how you switch, how you shift your weight between the legs as you let your weight go forward with the torso. The front leg is getting most of the weight, and then As you lean towards back, the leg that's behind is under control for most of the weight. Notice your abdominal muscles, how they are responding. Your torso is straight as you lean forward, and then you lean back. Notice the abdominal muscles pressing in. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to shift to the other side, simply turning your legs to the opposite direction, swaying, moving our hands, our arms in a natural way. Breathing in, breathing out. You can do this more vigorously. It's a great exercise for the spine, for brain connection with the body. And it's great to do it in the morning when we wake up, so that all the flow of energy and the blood just starts to move a little bit more vigorously, bringing us more balance as well. Notice how strict your legs are in this position, so that they keep you in balance. Breathing in, breathing out. Two more times. That's it. Coming back to the center. We're going to imagine we've got a ball of energy in our hand, one hand going up, and then we turn the hand down, coming back. We are doing the same with the other ball of energy, up, releasing down, going with the other hand, up, releasing down, just turning the hand down, looking up towards the sky, releasing down. Just going with your own pace. Notice your shoulders are relaxed. Just a few more times like this. We're going to do a few more balancing exercises. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming back to the center. Breathing in and pushing down towards the earth. We're going to do the dancing exercise, the one that we shift the weight to one side and the other, and then we touch on the back of the other foot, simply behind the other foot. Breathing in, shifting weight. Breathing in, just letting the toes touch behind the heel of the other foot, on the floor, connecting with the floor. Breathing in, touching, breathing in, touching. And each time you notice that your legs are slightly bent, so you've got complete control of this movement. How does it work for you?
No, but it's not complete control.
That's great. I see you dancing just like me. So I can't see your feet, but I can imagine that you are reaching behind the other foot, right?
I am, but I'm also shaking.
That's okay. Just go slowly and gently, shifting the weight, touching, shifting weight to the other side. Let's go in a few more times. Notice your shoulders are down, relaxed. You're simply indicating the movement with your hands, going to one side and the other, and once more, and again. Just a few more times. Okay, we're coming back to the center now. Breathing in and breathing out. We are going to tense all the hands, fingers, and arms, but not the shoulders. tensing all the muscles here in the pelvic area, in the belly area, as we go down towards the earth with our, imagine the tiger claws getting tense. You're pressuring down, okay? So we are breathing in, and then we squeeze all the muscles going down. And notice all the muscles here in the area of the how to say, reproductive organs and the bladder and all this area. Just notice the coccyx turned down towards the earth and up, relaxing, breathing in, pressing down. You can release the air very vigorously as you go down, squeezing all the muscles going down, releasing, squeezing all the muscles going down and releasing. And notice how your shoulders are really not doing anything. It's your arms, your hands, and all the muscles around the belly area, the pelvic area, your upper legs, pressing down, breathing in, pressing down, releasing the air, pressing down, and again, releasing the air as you go down. All the tension in your hands, in your fingers. Let's do this 2 more times. That's it. Now shaking this, just in the top, notice the arms, the shoulders, notice your legs. You can shake your legs separately. Now let's bring our legs closer and only touch the knees together. It doesn't have to be bump that's hurting, only touching the knees like this. That's all. The knees get together and they separate, and you notice your feet, how they are tilting from one side to the other, just slightly. Notice that you're creating a nice stimulation for the kidneys and the bladder and for the digestive system. And at the same time, you're stimulating all this bone density. You think that it's impossible, but each time you are creating vibration in your body. Even when you're doing like this, you are stimulating the better bone density. That's funny, but I really like this idea. Now I think about it more often, and it's great. It's good to know, to have it always on your mind. When you're doing this movement with the knees together, you're also relaxing all the muscles in your legs. And we are going to breathe in and release. Now the next one is the challenging movement, the one that we touch our calf with the top of our feet. Okay, the foot that's going up. We're breathing in, shifting weight, and then we touch the calf. And as soon as you need to go down, you go down. Can you do that?
Without touching?
Can you touch the calf area without being connected? You have to connect, yeah? To the.
No, but here I am. I'm not connected here.
Okay, let's try.
I have to go right down again.
Yes, breathing in, just touch and go down. That's fine. And breathing in, touch, go down. You know, they say you don't have to push, you don't have to test yourself. It's simply, what can I do today? And maybe if you do this every day, you will see a lot of a difference between today and a month from now. It's just the thing that we are doing here, we are really establishing the balance through all the body and just training the brain to notice our limbs, to control them better. And the legs are getting stronger. So that's why it's a nice movement, and it's rather an easy one. If you're doing it so well, I mean, even if it's just like this, it's enough. You don't have to stay up like this for longer. You can go down immediately. But you will see if you do this every day, that the things are changing. Okay. Just go with your own pace. I'm trying to go with your pace to come down earlier, because that's the thing. You have to enjoy the exercise. Don't suffer. It's not necessary. And we are going to do another movement now. Without our legs, we cannot do it. So we'll pay attention to the hand that's floating up. And then we'll, at the same time, we are going to touch with the toes just behind the body. So we're breathing in, touching behind, and releasing, coming back to the center. Now our leg is floating up. You're just rising your hand up, and the foot is detached from the floor, and then you come back. And now the toes are still attached to the floor, and we are coming back. And the whole foot is detached now. Coming back, breathing in, the toes are attached. Coming back, breathing in, the whole foot is detached. Coming back. The toes attached. Coming back. The whole foot detached. Coming down. Let's do this 2 more times. Toes connected. Coming back. Breathing in, the whole foot elevated, coming down. And once more. Toes connected, coming down. Breathing in and breathing out. And let's do this on the other side. Just shake your legs if there is tension. We're going to do the same. Breathing in and breathing out. The toes are getting connected behind the foot, coming back. Breathing in, the whole foot goes up and down. Breathing in, the toes connected. Breathing in, the whole foot up and down. Breathing in, your toes connected, coming down. Breathing in, the whole foot up and down. Breathing in. The whole foot goes up and down. Breathing in, toes connected. Down. Breathing in, one foot goes up. And let's do this 2 more times. Toes connected, coming down. Breathing in and down. Breathing in, toes connected, down. Breathing in, the foot up. And let's do this for the last time. Toes connected, coming down. Whole foot up, coming down. That's it. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Okay. We're going to move now with our hips, simply letting the hips go from one side to the other. You can do a few circles if you want. If you notice that's a good idea for the lumbars, just notice the area, creating a few circles, coming back. And we are going to press one hip in while the other hand is going up, and release. Pressing in and bringing the other hand up and release. And again, looking up, releasing. Looking up, releasing. And again. Just notice how your hip is responding as you press in, and how your eyes are going up towards the hand that's floating towards the sky, looking up and releasing, looking up and releasing. And again, breathing in, releasing, breathing in, releasing. 2 more times, releasing. For the last time, coming down. Did you notice the difference when you were looking up towards the sky, staying like this? Were you in control of the body, or did you feel in danger?
No, a little bit in danger. Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could basculate forward.
Yeah. Yet you were doing it all, which is impressive. You were going up that far and looking up. It is impressive because yes, you lose control of the balance. The brain is focused on this position, and then you don't know what's going on down. Excellent. No, you're doing it really well. Now let's do a few turns with our eyes, okay? So we are going to follow. You can either use the thumb or you can use the index fingers. It's up to you. You can leave one hand on the lower belly, and we are simply going to create circles with the finger going around. Let's do the index finger going around, creating circles. Your eyes are moving, but your head is staying still. Your head is staying in the center. You're simply using your eyes to move in circles, going to one side first, creating circles. Your eyes are following, your head is staying still, going with a slow pace, noticing how your eyeballs are turning and turning and turning, slowly and gently. Just notice how your eyeballs are reacting to this movement. Any pain, any tension in any corner of your eyes. Going to the opposite direction when you're ready. Turning the circles to the opposite direction. Your head is not moving, only the eyeballs are following your finger. Going to the circles. Circles. Few more circles. All right. Coming back to the center and simply closing your eyes for a second and opening and closing your eyes and opening. We're going to create a line in front of our eyes, going up and down. And again, the head is not moving. You're looking at your finger going up and down, up and down. It's only your eyeballs that are moving up, going down, to see the movement of your finger, up and down, just going slowly. Notice the eyeballs, notice any corner of your eyes, if there is any pressure, any pain, any other sensation, tension, going up and down, and up and down. Coming back to the center, closing your eyes, opening, closing, opening, relaxing. Going to the left and right, just creating a line, horizontal line in front. Notice your head is not moving, it's only your eyes going to the left and right, and left and right. Releasing any tension from the eyes. Breathing in, breathing out. Your eyeballs are following the finger, going to the left and right. A few more times. Okay. Going back to the center now and releasing down, simply closing your eyes for a few seconds, opening again and closing. Staying in this nice position, we are going to create a few sounds for the major organs. We're going now towards the kidneys, breathing in and releasing. And for the kidneys, we are creating the sound. Just releasing any stress from the kidney area. You can also rub the area a little bit. Breathing in, releasing. And again, breathing in, breathing. That's it. coming to our heart. Just creating a little bit of a rub there. Okay, just inviting in the joy and love into the area of our hearts. Breathing in and releasing any hatred, any impatience, or anything that's heavy on us. We are inviting joy and love into our hearts. Breathing in and releasing with the sound. Relieving sound. That's it. We're going towards our spleen area, towards the left side of the waistline, just between the ribs and the soft side of the belly. Breathing in, it's the left side. This is the area for your spleen. We're going to bring in this golden yellow light to stimulate the digestion, to help our spleen and pancreas. Just breathing in, imagine this golden yellow light. And the sound that you're releasing, it will be like who, asking who. Breathing in. Who. Just staying with your spleen for a little while, noticing the heat that you're bringing into the area. And then going towards the opposite direction, just going to the right side of the waistline, again, between the floating ribs and the soft part, the belly, when the belly starts, just breathing in. You're breathing in this green color, and you are inviting a beautiful balance into your kidney, just breathing in, inviting kindness, inviting all this balance and mental clarity, and you're releasing stress from the area. Breathing in, releasing stress, releasing anger, releasing any grudges, just releasing what needs to go out. Breathing in flexibility and mental clarity, releasing what needs to go out from the liver. Breathing in and releasing with the sound shh. That's right. Releasing down. We are going to open up just for one spinal breathing, breathing in and curving the spine towards back a little bit, and then releasing towards the front. Like deflating a pneumatic, and breathing in. Curving the spine. Breathing in. Just helping the lungs to create space for new air coming in. Breathing in. Just notice, go as far as you can to release the air from the lungs. That's it. Let's do this for the last time. Coming back to the center, releasing down, breathing in and breathing out. And we are going to create this nice circle in front, hugging tree position. Your knees are bent, your tailbone is tucked in, and your shoulders are relaxed. Okay, notice your shoulder joints. Notice also your shoulder blades a little bit separated. So you've got this nice circle in front of you, this energy of love, this energy of health and healing, this energy of connecting with yourself and the world around you. And we're going to invite this energy to create a color. Just imagine a color of this beautiful energy that you have created and invite it towards your heart. Just invite it directly into your heart. Slowly and gently breathing in. Just breathing in joy and love and health, healing, patience, empathy, and connectedness. Notice this peaceful influence that you have brought upon yourself. Once you're ready, I invite you to share it with people you love, people you know, people who need a little bit of this beautiful influence of yours. Perhaps you don't know them, perhaps you do. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday.